So I've been playing Slave Zero X, the biopunk hack and slash developed by Poppyworks and recently released by Ziggurat Games. Set roughly 4 years before the events of the original Slave Zero, the players control Sho, a swordsman and former guardian who, after stealing the Biomecha X, sets out on a bloody path of revenge against the Sovereign Khan and his calamities. This adventure will take the players across 27 brutal stages of side-scrolling hack and slash goodness. The player is given an impressive arsenal of moves and skills in order to take on their opponents, and in a refreshing take on modern beat-em-ups and hack and slashes, the player has Sho's entire moveset unlocked from the very beginning, leaving the game's in-game shop to consist mostly of health and meter upgrades, as well as ammo restocks and cosmetics. Taking inspiration from Guilty Gear, Third Strike, and Devil May Cry, many mechanics will seem familiar to players of those games, all of which can be tested out in this very fighting game-inspired training room. I do wish that there was a complete move list and the ability to change out which opponent you are fighting, even if they were locked to beating specific stages or specific enemies in stages. It would have been nice to help with practicing, since this game does support an in-depth combo, ranking, and leaderboard system. It would be nice to be able to practice all of this without having to actually replay some of the stages, something that can be done quite easily through the game's level select feature, something you will be doing quite frequently, either for fun or to go back and grind money. At least while you're replaying through the levels, you'll get to hear the amazing voice cast, featuring the work of Elizabeth Maxwell, Sungwon Cho, Griffin Burns, Jameson Price, and many, many more who do an amazing job bringing these characters and story to life.
Blood and meat, guts, entrails, corpses and carrion.
Quite the blossoming vocabulary.
The slave learns quickly. The pilot knows many. Much.
And you say you just found it?
Oh, another discarded treasure of the city floating amongst the trash. Rescued by a handsome warrior.
Floating? Wait, did you?
Hey, I'm from the wastes. A bit of city runoff won't kill me. Why? Do I smell?
Do you hear me, devil? Red blood, white bone, blue steel. You will not wake me from my American dream.
Pair this with the game's beautiful art direction headed by Witness the Absurd, which, although differs drastically from the original Slave Zero, does pay more of an homage to Ken Capelli's original art direction, taking influences from things such as Guyver and Evangelion. What's not so nice is the game's general stability. It crashed on me multiple times, as well as a series of other bugs. One of the most common ones being my character's HUD not displaying at the top of the screen, a bug which wouldn't fix itself until I went back to the main menu and restarted the level, paired with tons of slowdown and jittering. Because it feels like it's running a little slow at times. I don't really know why. I just realized I don't have my health bar visible. What the fuck is up with this? Fuck! These bugs being compounded more so on console versions, as I featured a few on PC. From what I've heard, the crashes are even worse on PlayStation 5. And surprisingly, after posting a basic first impression Twitter, the game's producer confirmed that patches are in the works. And that's where I'm left with the difficult decision on this game. I loved playing it, I loved my time with it, and those that can get through its brutal difficulty will find something to cherish, but all its issues truly hold it back, and in its current state I can't give it more than a 2 out of 5. All I can really hope is that the promised patches come out sooner rather than later. That way, much like the game's main character, Slave Zero X can rise to its true potential. Also, yes, you can totally parry the train.